behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Paul Mash TV. Paul Mash TV.
Well, hello there, it's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up in just a moment. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell if you haven't done so already. And anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified of that. And if you'd like to, you can leave a comment on the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're on Facebook, go to facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. And you can comment on everything there, send us an inbox, even follow us. We'd love for you to do that. And if you want to send us a message on email, you can. It's paulmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And if you're a band or a solo artist that want to be on the show, send us an email and we'll show you how to do that. But we love fan mail as well. So if you're a fan and want to talk to me, you're welcome to do that, and I'll always respond. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Melbourne, Australia, we have Plastic EP with us today. Very talented artist. He's been around for a long, long time, and I think you'll enjoy what he has to say. So anyway, let's get started with the interview because it starts right now. Okay, here we are with the interview, and with us from Melbourne, Australia, we have Plastic EP. Thanks for joining us, Plastic EP.
It's a pleasure, Paul, to be on this show.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad to have you here today. Well, tell us a little bit about how it all began for you as far as being an artist. I mean, I know that you probably already was an artist or wanted to be since you were a child. I mean, tell us in your own words, though.
Okay, I'll tell you. Well, when I was about 7, 8 years old, here in Australia, I went to a school called Auburn South State School off Taronga Road, East Hawthorn, near Camberwell Junction. And my parents took me there, and they had teachers' interviews. And the actual music teacher pulled my parents aside and said, "Do you know that your son, he has a musical ear?" And that's where it started from. And then when I was about 8 years old, I was walking down a street called Campbell Road and Burke Road. And as I was walking, this song came into my head out of nowhere called "Forget All I Said." And I remembered that song. And when I was around 21 in about 1981, I recorded the song. And the way the song came into my head is the way that I actually did the song. And I was in a band called Plastic EP in the Records. It was my own band from 79. And we recorded a song called At Home on vinyl. And then we had another single called When You Want to Make a Record, where the master tape was lost. So the third single, Forget All I Said, flip side Secret Love, became the actual second single. And then in about 2018, that song, Will You Want to Make a Record, that was on a cassette, and a song called I'm Coming Back was actually put on vinyl from 1981. So the second missing single went away, and the third single became the second single. And then in 1982, I said, Plastic EP in the Records is too long. The name is like Cliff Richard in the Shadows. I'll keep the name Plastic EP, and we'll become the EPs, the extended plays. And I want to tell people where the name Plastic EP comes from. Mm-hmm. Well, of course, an EP is a 4-sided 45 record where you get 2 songs on one side, 2 songs on the other. And John Lennon referred to the word vinyl as plastic. So that's where you get the name Plastic EP.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you had quite a career. I hope you have a few more years left in your Plastic EP.
Well, I've just had my birthday now this week as we speak, right? And I'm a baby boomer, born in 1958. And, of course, now I'm 65 years old. But I haven't stopped writing original songs. And, of course, I'm over 2,400 songs. And I've released over 100 albums. And I've just released two new albums worldwide called Love Roller Coaster, and the latest one that's just come in is called Monster Rock Singer. So you can check them out on iTunes, Spotify, every great platform out there for music.
Okay, I noticed on your website you have a lot of references to like the Monkees, the Beatles, and stuff like that. They must be bands that really influenced you when you were growing up.
Yeah, they really influenced me. But let me tell you, my band was actually the Monkees. Right. In 1967, I'm a believer, was number one all over the world. It was the first song to simultaneously be number one in the US and number one in the UK, the only song to do that. It also had pre-sales of over 1,100,000 for the single. And it doesn't matter where you come into music, we all end up at the Beatles.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, they were legends, obviously. And did you have any other influences that helped you or is that just pretty much it?
Well, I'll say as it goes, it's basically the Monkees, right? The biggest songwriting influences on me, right, were Mike Nesme from the Monkees, also Boyce and Hart, who wrote all the early hits for the Monkees. Then, of course, the Beatles. And, of course, Elvis didn't write his own songs, but his songs were great. And, of course, he was the first one. Without Elvis, there'd be no Beatles. And basically, here in Australia, writing songs, I tend to write American pop songs. That's what I mainly write, American pop and rock songs. And as I said, I started off as punk for 1 year. If you look up on the net, Plastic EP and the records, you'll see the songs we released, which is At Home, I'm Not Coming Back, Well You Want to Make a Record, 3 Special Words. And if you go to YouTube or Spotify and you look up Plastic EP Anthology, you'll see all the songs that were recorded in 1981.
Okay. Where can we find all your songs, like on the streaming sites like Apple and all those places? Also, where can we find you on social media? I think you're on Facebook and some other sites too, right?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. If you want to see my 957 interviews that I've conducted within 3 years, it's not 3 years yet, just type in Plastic EP Live TV. Also, if you want to see all the videos of the EPs and Plastic EP and the records, just go to YouTube and type in one word, lowercase Plastic EP, PLASTICEP, one word, and that's the channel. And there's also the EP's YouTube channel, but my name is split in 2. It's actually Plastic EP. If you look for me on the net, if not, just Google the word Plastic EP on its own in Google and everything will come up, most of my interviews. I've been fortunate enough to interview great musicians from all over the world, a lot of Beatle people, a lot of Monkey people, and a lot of people, as I said, in the music industry.
Okay, but again, you can find all your stuff on streaming media, right? Like Apple Music.
Yeah, that's it. You can find everything everywhere.
Okay, well, go to your favorite streaming media site and also the sites he told you about. Check him out. I know he would really love you for that. And the video we're going to play in just a minute is called "My Kind of Girl." I think it's self-explanatory, but tell us a little story about that song.
Well, that song actually, I believe it came off our first or second album, and we're going back. But this is where I'm talking about. I just grabbed that American pop sound, even though I live in Melbourne, Australia, and you can hear it, and it's just fantastic. And as I said, check out our first album, which is called EP's Worldwide Fan Club. That's the first album that kicked it off, and that's got the EP's original sound.
Okay. Well, it is a great song, and we'll get to that in just a second. But Plastic EP, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to be on the show. Well, anytime you want to come back, let me know. We'll have you on, and then maybe you can plug something new for us.
Thanks, Paul. It's been my pleasure.
Okay, and here it is, "My Kind of Girl" by Plastic EP, and it starts right now.
She's my kind of girl. She's my kind of girl. Soon you'll be close to me, 'cause you mean the most to me. You're my kind of girl. Yes, you're my kind of girl. I know I'll miss you, and I wanna kiss you, 'cause you're my kind of girl. I said you're my kind toy. I'm your kind of boy. You're my kind of girl. Yes, you're my kind of girl.